Hello everybody, just a quick update before we get started. We are still at 54% on donations for the Reiki Apprenticeship Program. Now on to your forecast. Hello there, Scorpio. Thank you so much for stopping by for your weekly tarot video forecast for the week of January 23rd through the 29th. What we have coming up on Monday, Scorpio, is we have the Three of Coins in reverse. And the Three of Coins in reverse is just telling me that something that we thought we were going to collaborate with somebody else on, we may be the one taking care of that, or it may end up having to be rescheduled because the collaboration is not going to be able to happen. All right. Looking at Tuesday for us Scorpios, we have the Knight of Cups showing up in reverse. The Knight of Cups in reverse, reverse. What I'm thinking about this is that we are going to be feeling a little bit pessimistic about a relationship that we're in or about people in general on Tuesday. A little bit of pessimism coming in. Now this is a general reading, so not everything I see will be applicable to every single Scorpio. And also you do have free will, so you can change these. They don't have to come in just the way that I see them. If you feel pessimism moving in, you can focus on other things so that that doesn't really take over your mindset. We don't want to become bitter, do we, Scorpios? All right. Wednesday. Ten of Swords showing up in reverse. Something isn't over. When the Ten of Swords is showing up, it's like we thought that we had ended some kind of cycle. Usually it's a long-standing argument or disagreement, you know, going back and forth about stuff. And so we thought this thing was over. This can even be an up and down relationship that's just off and on and off and on. And you can think, you know, finally, okay, this is done. You know, I'm sad, but at the same time, I knew this needed to happen, and it's just over. Well, when you've got the Ten of Swords in reverse, no, it's not. That thing is going to resurrect itself and come right back at us, whatever it is. Yippee. All right, let's look at Thursday. Here we have the Nine of Clubs, fellow Scorpios, and it is in reverse. Okay, so something is telling me that this kind of goes with our Ten of Swords in reverse. So Nine of Clubs in reverse and Ten of Swords in reverse. I think that we're not prepared for whatever this is that's not over. Whenever it shows back up again, we're just kind of like, yeah, I don't know what to do with this. Don't really know what you want me to say here. This is something that would have tempted me and dragged me in how many times, but yeah. And the fact that it comes up the Ten of Swords in reverse, I think even as we're unprepared, I think we still go back into whatever this thing is, this argument or this relationship or whatever it is, we go back into it. We're just not prepared to hold our ground and handle this thing in a logical way. That's what I have coming up here. Now, okay. Friday, fellow Scorpios, what we have is the Two of Swords showing up. Two of Swords does mean that we're making some kind of decision on Friday. That decision will generally have to do with two people or two groups of people that we have to decide between. Sometimes they are actually kind of at each other's throats and they want us to choose a side. Sometimes it's if we have two job offers, then we have to choose between, you know, whichever group of people gave us you know, the best job offer. Could be anything like that, but it's two people or two groups of people, and we're trying to make a really fair decision here, and we're trying to base it on facts and not on skewed reality, shall we put it. Saturday, we do have the Six of Swords showing up. This does talk about moving forward. Moving forward really in a way that we're leaving something behind that was toxic or that was having a negative influence on us. And as we're leaving it behind, we don't know exactly where we're going. There's not really a destination in mind. The whole destination is get away from that thing or that relationship, if it's a toxic relationship, whatever it is. And so we are moving away from it. Now, it could be that we're moving away from and some kind of addiction, which is always good. Whatever it is, we are moving away from something that's been really having a negative influence on us, or maybe even toxic. So it's a good thing to be moving away from it. We don't really know what the goal is. We don't know what the new normal is. We just know we have to get away from that thing. Okay, looking at Sunday, here we have the Five of Swords showing up, and the Five of Swords just means that there's some kind of conflict showing up on Sunday. And with the Five of Swords, whatever this conflict is, it can really suck away a lot of your energy and not be very productive at all. And so what I'm really hearing as advice for this is, if you notice that you're in conflict, step out of that. Just back your way right out of it. This is not a pretty card whenever it comes up. I mean, people end up walking away from this situation hurt. People say things that they didn't mean to say, that type of thing. So if you notice that you're feeling like you want to be in conflict with somebody, get away from them just so that you can keep yourself from getting something going or responding to them if they're trying to get something going. It's very easy to respond to somebody who's trying to get something going. So, and I do feel like there is a little bit of that, maybe on a subconscious level, but still there's a little bit of that stirring the pot, like somebody's really stirring the pot to see what kind of reaction they can get. Okay, so that is our week, Scorpios, fellow Scorpios, I should say. Thank you so much, everybody, for stopping by, for hanging out, for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. I do appreciate all of your support. I hope to see some of you here this week for readings and some of you for Reiki sessions. Everybody else, I'll see you back here in the next video. Everyone have a fantastic week. Peace out. Hello everybody, this is Amista, and I am coming to you today with something completely different than what you've ever seen here before, completely different than what I ever thought I would do. I have been taking Reiki training, and I've gotten level 1 and I've gotten level 2, and I really want to take master training because already I've realized that there are other people out there who need to know how to be able to do Reiki for themselves, and I'm not qualified to show them that or to teach them that or to pass that on to them or empower them with that until I become a Reiki Master. And so I was looking into a Reiki Master program, and I meet all the qualifications as far as that goes. I've been accepted into the Master program, but the last little bit of money is what I need some help with, and I'm hoping that you guys will help me with that. I need to raise another $3,000 to get myself into the program, and so that's where you guys come in. What I'm doing is I am accepting very happily and very thankfully and very gratefully any donations that you may feel like you would want to give. If you don't want to, obviously, then don't. But if you do feel like you want to help me to get into this Reiki Master Apprenticeship Program, any help that any of you and all of you send is great. No donation is too small. I just ask that they're over like 35 cents because I think PayPal will take 35 cents of whatever comes in as a fee for collecting payment. But anything other than over 35 cents is no donation is too small. So there's the corrected version of that. And actually I was looking I have over 7,000 subscribers. If every subscriber donated $1, I would be able to end this request. But so if you would like to donate, I would be extremely thankful. I would appreciate that a lot. Also, I want to do something for you in exchange for donating. So anybody who would donate at all, I would like to offer you 15 minutes of free Reiki distant healing. In other words, I would send you some healing energy where you would not have to come to my house, or we would not have to meet in person. Just like I do a lot of my readings by Skype or by phone. I can also send the healing energy without having to be right in front of you. We don't even have to be on the phone or on Skype when I do it, although I will want to touch base with you ahead of time to find out where you would like me to target that energy. If you have any particular thing you want to have worked on energetically, and also to touch base after it's done just to let you know that I have sent the energy in to check in with you, see how you're feeling, that type of thing. Anybody who donates anything more than $50, what I would like to do is send you some Reiki energy. I would send you the same amount of minutes of Reiki energy as you send dollars. So say you donate $50, then I would send you 50 minutes of Reiki energy. Anybody who wants to donate and doesn't want to receive Reiki but knows somebody else that they would like to have the Reiki sent to, feel free to let me know that, and you can gift that Reiki to somebody else, and I will just touch base with them, make sure I have permission to send them that energy, and talk to them about where they would like it targeted and all of that, just like I would if I was sending that to you. So that is what I've got going on, and I really appreciate, like I said, all of the help any of you can send. I know not everybody can send, not everybody will want to send help, but I am hoping that there will be enough to get me into this quickly. Otherwise, I would probably have to wait, I don't know, 6 months, a year before I had this kind of money to get myself into there, and I don't want to wait that long. I want to be able to empower people more quickly than that. So what I'm doing is I am in the description section underneath the video. I'm going to send you a link where you can donate, and you can choose whatever amount you want to donate, and I will probably also have that showing in the video as well. So thank you everybody for listening and for giving this some thought, some prayer, some attention. And thank you everybody who actually does donate as well. I appreciate it all. Thank you so much. Peace.